Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Jags and the Cowboys, next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. Threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Second and 5 now. Lawrence. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
On play action, Lawrence. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get it up just short of the 40.
Glad that motherfucker didn't jump up there and pick that ball.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
I see you watching it. I see you watching it.
Just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, it's Robinson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Here we go now on first and goal. Etienne. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone.
And he will get this into the end zone for a touchdown.
Get you that record.
James Robinson
Yeah,
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
That record.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line.
Drop the ball.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that? And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Good shot.
Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition so great when going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know,
the that mother.
Sit down to their feast and watch football.
That motherfucker straight hit me with the damn playmaker.
1962, and they set a Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week.
They're trying to look at that left side.
Mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And they go the
All
wrong
that
way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott completing. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
He's there. He's going to keep running to the edges.
His guys will get the football back.
We got the later Wood brothers over there, bro. Who got him?
I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of
Yeah, bro,
knocking
you
it
got
free.
Cam from the
Because a lot
Birmingham
of the
over
time
there.
we just blame the offensive
Yeah,
players
lay
not taking
your
care
ass
of
out.
it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try to cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots.
Marvin Jones past the 20, and he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running plan first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
On 3rd down, Robinson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right...
And he takes it in.
Boy, it's a two, boy. It's 2 on the day.
James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Touchdown machine, boy.
Tacked on by Lambo, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking.
Okay, let's go. Good shit, Rudy.
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Get to this motherfucker. Get to him.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
There's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Prescott.
Let's go.
Going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into
Hottest
coverage, and
riffing
just
teams
like
in the
that,
league.
they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left.
Oh, you bitch.
But this is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights.
Give him hope. Just like that. Give him hope.
Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, my bad, y'all.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
Oh.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be
But not
pretty
you,
easy
but go
because
the other
everyone's
way.
locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Good run. Good run.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Chanel could be open.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Right at his bitch ass. Go right at his ass. Go right at his ass.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. And he will get this
2 weeks in a row, bro.
Touchdown. James Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb.
Are you kidding me right now?
4 seconds left in this first half. A timeout call. Final play of the half, Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action with Lawrence. Open man right side is Sharp. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 39, Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
You might be over there.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Neville Gallimore. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Get to him, Brian.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's
Schultz all day, but
he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays. On second down, Elliott once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there. On third down, it's Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long. And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
oh, there's him.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game? You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take advantage of this game yourself. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. From the 25 on second down, Lawrence. And Shark calls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Only go a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run. Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone.
That motherfucker got fall on that day.
James Robinson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Excuse me.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. But they certainly have been able to get it going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
First down, Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to
hit that flag on him, bro.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Back now in Arlington. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
It's the ration.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
They'll run with Love. Oh, good move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And I think think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field. Probably give.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, it's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, good move at the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4th-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Touchdown! It's complete. C.D. Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that one a long 11-play drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
That ball hit my foot.
Here in the 4th, they had
And
to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they take a knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to...
Hey, Dorian. Dorian. Hey, it's time for field work. Yeah. Love you too, buddy. Night, man. Good night, boy. Yo, good night, yo. Love you too, man.